All right, so we are dividing integers today, which you're going to see is a lot like multiplying integers. So the symbols that we are going to use for dividing, so if it says 10 divided by 2, this is the old symbol. We're mostly not going to use. That's so elementary. They do use it sometimes, but as we move up, we're not going to use it that much. And then you can also write this as 10 over 2 as a fraction, and this fraction bar actually means divide. That's what a fraction is. And for my 6th graders who haven't seen this before, this division symbol actually represents a fraction where the top dot is your numerator and your bottom number is the denominator. Did you know that?
Yes. You should.
Okay, we may have talked about this here. So that's what division symbols are, is it's really a fraction bar and the 2 dots represent just random numbers. And so as we move through middle school and get towards high school, you're going to start seeing them going from this old-fashioned division symbol to just putting it in fraction form. And that's what we're going to use most often. And just another symbol that you've seen before, you could see the long division symbol, but we're not usually going to use that very much for things that are just your multiplication and division facts. But this all says 10 divided by 2. Okay, so the thing about integers is that some of them are negative. So we're going to talk about rules. It's basically the same as multiplying. If I have a positive divided by a positive, I get a positive. And if I have a negative divided by a negative, I get a positive. It's like the 2 negatives cancel out. So when you divide, same signs, your answer is going to be positive. So the examples that go along with this, we start with just a regular division problem. 50 divided by 5, so what would that be? 10, good job. And then if I have 2 negatives, like negative 48 divided by negative 6, my answer will be positive, but I have to know what 48 divided by 6 is. It is 8, so that's going to be positive. And then these 2 fractions mean the same thing. 42 divided by 7 is 6, and that's a positive and a positive, so we get a positive. And then if I have negative 24 over negative 6, what do I get? You get positive 4. So all of these are going to be positive because they all had the same signs, positive, positive, or negative, negative. Okay? So if we come over here and have different signs, if I take a positive divided by a negative, I get a negative. Negative divided by a positive is a negative. So when you divide and have different signs, your answer is negative. And so when we divide these, all of our answers are going to be negative because it's mixed. So I have positive 63 divided by negative 9. So I know my answer is negative. What's 63 divided by 9? 7. Good. And then if I have negative 40 divided by positive 5, what do I get?
8.
Negative 8. Good. And then we have a couple of fraction-looking things. So negative 35 over 5 is going to give me negative 7. And positive 80 divided by negative 10 is negative 8. So the rule is basically if you have the same signs, answer is positive. Different signs, the answer is negative.